What's going on, everybody? Eric Johnson, resignwithus.com. And today, guys, I want to talk a little bit about, or I should say a lot bit, about positivity and why you should try your best to be as positive as you can. You hear the term positivity, being positive, and it's cliche. It's like whatever, positivity, schmositivity, whatever. I'm having a bad day. I want to just whine and complain, and nothing's ever going to get better. So I'm just going to complain, 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 and until I finally get my way. And then you complain about something else, right? When something else goes wrong, you complain about that. Nothing is ever good enough, right? So you just can constantly complain. And I don't know about some of you guys, but me, I'm not really a complainer. I don't like complaining about things. I like to focus in on what I can control, and complaining constantly. Not to say that you shouldn't complain, and again, I'm not saying that complaining is there's something wrong with complaining in its entirety. But when you constantly are complaining all the time, you're always saying something that's negative, and it's a complaint. To me, it's a morale killer. I can't stand it. I can't stand being around people that complain. I tend to shut it off, and I don't want to listen to it because it's an emotional response a lot of times to nonsense. Now, obviously, what do I mean by complaining when it's nonsense? Well, you work at a job. You're constantly complaining about the job and what the job's not providing you, what it can't do for you. And when you're negative, you are negative around some of your coworkers, and that stuff rubs off on you. You hear negative thoughts, and some people have different ways of interpreting things. You may have a new person that comes into a company, and me being the person that's been around for a while, I'm being negative. I'm saying what we don't have this, why they should do this. This is just crazy. And it starts to rub off on the coworker, and it becomes a bit challenging. Okay, so that's why I say be positive. Look at the opportunities that you have when you're with an organization. Say, okay, this is what I have. What do I need to do to get there? So what do? Well, you utilize your bosses. You utilize your manager, your supervisor, whomever it is, the person that you report to, and you confide in them. You talk to them about what you're trying to do from a career path. Or, what's your career path? What's your perspective on where you want to be in the next, 5 years roughly? And you share that with them, because if you're working with a good company or a great company, they're going to encourage you to grow. They don't want to pigeonhole you into one thing. They want you to grow into what you're trying to be. And that's extremely important for a lot of employees, that they're in a place that encourages upward mobility. And that's something that's extremely important. Now, obviously, if you don't have an organization that encourages upward mobility or being promoted or moving into different facets of business, or a company that just doesn't have a lot of direction or areas for growth, then what you do is you utilize the experience there. You take the experience there, and you take that experience and you package that up, and you go somewhere else that can provide you what you're looking for. Okay? As opposed to complaining about it, letting it slow down your progress, and you puking on other people. And as a result of puking on other people, you create poor team morale. So again, like I said, I've always been one of those kind of people where I can really tune things out. I can focus in on the task at hand, but at the same time, behind the scenes, I'm looking at finding my next job or my next opportunity. So, like I said, look at the company that you're with. Focus in on what can I do to be the best employee that I can be. What value do I bring to my position? What value do I bring to another position? Look into some of those opportunities that are available or on the table, or look at future opportunities and ask yourself, what is it that I can do to get here? And I think that's the challenge, is figuring out your process to get from point A to B. And that's really with anything. You have to create a process. You have to know people. It's not what you know. They say, you always hear the term, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So, man, you really have to align yourself with good people. You have to know your stuff as well. But you want to do a combination of things. You know, like I said, networking with people, being known as a thought leader, and doing high quality work and just being the best that you can be within your role. And I think if you can do those things, you can branch out into corporate America. Okay? So that's what I got for you guys today. Just a little something. Stay positive as well. That's the concept of this whole thing, is staying positive. Look at things that you can control and focus in on those positive aspects of it. And then what you do behind the scenes is you work on your weaknesses and developing those weaknesses and making those strengths for you as well. So that's it. It's your boy E. Johnson signing off. ResignWithUs.com. You guys take it easy.